Leader of the Patriotic Alliance Gayton McKenzie has said that internal disputes among coalition parties over ministerial posts are the reason for the postponement of the planned cabinet announcement. Before we continue, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. The revelation coincides with increased political strain and public expectation about the makeup of the next administration. McKenzie gave a direct explanation for the delay, citing differences over important cabinet posts. A disagreement over positions among the parties concerned is the reason for the delay in the cabinet announcement. Negotiations have been drawn out because everyone wants to hold positions of influence, according to McKenzie. Following the recent elections, a series of rigorous discussions resulted in the formation of the coalition government, which is made up of various parties fighting for substantial representation in the cabinet. Concerns over the coalition's efficacy and durability have been raised by the internal strife. Political observers have noted that the public's trust in the new government may be weakened by the delay. Not only is this power struggle impeding government, but it is also misinforming the voters. Political analyst Mzamo Zondi stated that it implies that party and personal interests are taking precedence over those of the country. McKenzie's Patriotic Alliance has made no secret of the demands it has for the coalition administration. McKenzie's comments draw attention to the difficulties and complexities of coalition politics, particularly in a setting where party goals and agendas are distinct. Coalition politics are by nature complex. Achieving a functioning and productive government while also making sure all parties feel fairly represented is a difficult balancing act. These difficulties are reflected in the present deadlock, according to Zondi. Important portfolios like finance, home affairs, and public enterprises are reportedly among the most contentious, according to sources close to the talks. Discussions have apparently come to a standstill since each party is allegedly vying for control of these significant ministries. McKenzie advocated in his remarks for a settlement that puts the interests of the country above those of any one person. It is imperative that we never forget our responsibility to the public, even while it is normal for parties to support policies that highlight their advantages and top concerns. He underlined that the priority should be on electing a government that can fulfill its obligations and deal with the urgent problems confronting our nation. Opposition parties have also expressed disapproval of the delay, claiming it casts doubt on the coalition's capacity to lead. Their inability to reach a consensus on a cabinet demonstrates their disunity and lack of vision. This is not encouraging for our nation's future government, an opposition spokesman said. The public's response has been divided. Some have expressed anger at the hold-up, while others have urged patience. These are the leaders we choose to lead, not to argue about pecking order. A concerned individual said that they must rapidly resolve their disagreements so that we may begin tackling the important concerns. McKenzie is hopeful that a resolution will be achieved shortly despite the present deadlock. I think we can get beyond this obstacle if we have ongoing communication and keep our eyes on our shared objectives. He said, "We must not lose sight of the shared vision for progress and development that brought the coalition together. The coalition parties are under pressure to put aside their differences and put up a unified face as the country waits for the final cabinet announcement. If the coalition is to overcome its internal strife and start tackling the major issues confronting the nation, the next few days will be crucial." Once more, President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa is anticipated to unveil his new cabinet in the next few days. This declaration is much awaited since it will determine the government's course for the foreseeable future. Key ministers in charge of many crucial ministries, including finance, health, and education, will be in the new government. The news is timely given the many obstacles South Africa confronts, such as the country's continued problems in the healthcare and education systems, high unemployment rates, and the country's ongoing economic recovery after the epidemic. Both the general public and political observers will be keenly monitoring the selections Ramaphosa makes for his cabinet. Members of the military wing of the African National Congress, ANC, Umkhonto we Sizwe MK, will be sworn in as members of parliament, MPs, in addition to the cabinet announcement. For the MK members who have been instrumental in the history of the nation, especially in the fight against apartheid, this occasion is momentous. It is anticipated that their new positions